Camera's charged. The mother is occupied. Mom is occupied by mom, which I watched in the middle of the night when I came home drunk, or better, after I passed out and woke up. I have it on low enough for her that she could hear it. And we were watching TV at that volume together, so it's not like I lowered it or anything, and I can't hear it in here. And she should be kept occupied. 38, and she went to the bathroom, and I'm naked over here, so I can't see this. Although if you could, it's just from behind, so it wouldn't matter anyway. I think I'll put my fucking bra on. Let's do that for you guys. No! Oh my, you already ate, you already peeped, you already pooped. You stay in here with mama. Stay in here with mama. Stay in here with your fat ass mama. Oh my, no! Stay in here with mama, I said. You already drank a shitload of water, too. No! I said no. See, this is the sign I told you about in the other video. I wrote it on my song lyrics that I printed out. I didn't have a pen with me, so I wrote it in lipstick. Wasted my lipstick that I like. Do not leave your coat behind, Laura. Which coat applies to everything. Instead of saying do not leave anything behind, it's your coat. It just reminded me not to leave anything behind, you know. My secret code for don't leave any of your shit behind, Laura. You stay here. You stay here. You stay here with mama. 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 Are we in Armageddon? Where's that coming from, Laura? I don't know. I just feel like I used to watch World is Tonight years ago with my mom here, and I feel like everything is worse now. And to me, that's indicative of it being, you know, the coming Armageddon. By the way, Joe's not a Christian. Joe doesn't believe in all that, you know, the heaven and hell, whatever. Remember, he was a witness, and he's read the Bible backwards and forwards more than once, the entire thing, and not many people can say they've done that. So there can be Armageddon without, you know, people burning in the fiery pits of hell, so to speak. I feel like it's Armageddon. I feel like it is. I feel like everything, you know, Australia, historic, worst wildfires in history on record. All kinds of things. Oh, by the way, I told you I'm not one to believe in coincidences. Most coincidences aren't. And despite what the Iranians are saying, it's looking like they're showing evidence that it's looking like that plane, whether it was intentional or not, was shot down, and that's not good. 179 civilians dead. The plane left. I told you the plane left Tehran, and within like that, that's too much of a coincidence that it went down suddenly for no reason, right around the time that all those missiles were being shot out. Yeah, I'm not buying it. Too much of a coincidence. Um, when I was walking last night, and there's nothing, I always adhere to that saying, the world, I guess it's from Sherlock Holmes, which I never knew, but the world is not only stranger than we imagine, it's stranger than we're able to imagine, something like that. Um, I was walking, and way in the distance, it was dark. Um, it's not really lit up a lot um, around here. I saw two figures. They were definitely not people, and they were definitely not deer, because deer would be taller and have like antlers. And I don't know if they were coyotes, but it freaked me the fuck out. And there were two. And I'll tell you something. You just never, never, never. What are you doing? What are you doing, Punch? I love you so much. Love you so much. Anyhow, um, I knew they weren't people, but I'm used to, you know, every once in a while I have seen a coyote. What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong, baby? Every once in a while I've seen a coyote, but only one. If these were coyotes, um, I don't think they were wild turkeys either. Again, if they were shadowy figures. For all I know, they were creatures from another planet, another dimension. You never know. There's nothing I don't believe is possible. Sorry, there isn't. Um, so by the time I saw them in the distance, they were not people. They were shadowy figures, flat. Like, um, by the time I got up there, they were gone. But of course, I'm thinking when I'm walking by, it didn't stop me from walking by, but I'm like, something could jump out at me and attack me. Be prepared for that, Laura. It happens. It happens once in a while. This woman got attacked. I remember hearing on the news several months ago by, maybe she had to do with her being on her period or something. I don't know, but she was attacked by wild turkeys. Oh no, not her being on her period. I guess they're more aggressive when they're mating, when they're in, like, having babies or something. And it was like in a city, and they were like attacked. Oh, she was attacked for no reason, no provocation. Omar, I said to get up on this bed. I don't know what's wrong with you, but you need to stop it. Stay up here. No. 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 Point being, anything can happen. 11-year-old kid. 11. Open fired in his school, and this wasn't in the United States. It was in Mexico. We don't usually hear that either. Usually I always hearing it in the United States. And 5 people wounded, 1 killed, and he killed himself. So, 11 years old. Unreal. A kid. That's a baby. 11. That's a kid. That's like just sad. It's just plain sad. I don't know what's gonna happen. You know what's so fucked? We're seeing, and now they've invited us to look at the black box. Our investigators. At first they were saying, no, the United States not, but they're gonna have waivers, okay? But our investigators are used to seeing a crash site on the site, and within 24 hours, they've already cleaned it all up. So, but from even just little things we're looking at, it's looking like that friggin' plane was shot down. And what's fucking crazy, and again, it could have been accidental, but because they just shot off missiles, but so what? Accidental or not, that's bad. And what's fucking crazy is everything everything would have been fine. 5 words, Laura. Everything would have been fine. Everything would have been fine. Because there were no casualties at the military base where the missiles were intentionally shot into by Iran. Okay, we know that. They've admitted that. That's what they did in retaliation for Trump ordering the execution of Soleimani, their top general. Okay, he says that he did it because there were imminent threats from that person, from Soleimani, but he's saying it. We don't know that that was true, that there were imminent threats. I don't know. What I do know is everything would have been fine. Everything would have been 5 words, because there were no casualties, and nobody wants a war, and Trump was backing down. Irene, that's it. We're done. They made their point. They appeased their citizens who wanted vengeance, wanted revenge. Wanted their, because of the death of Soleimani, they need to be avenged, his death. Okay, so but now if this plane, that's 179 civilians dead, I don't know what's going to happen now. But it's amazing because everything would have been fine. It's just fucked. It's just fucked. And my anxiety is so strong. I keep having that contractor tell me that, call me, we're going to do this, blah, 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 and then I don't hear from her, and then every time I trusted, it happened again. It happened again. She promised me we would set something up, and then I don't even hear from her at all. I'm being led by a string, and I'm just like this, That's why I say I'm broken. I'm broken. I'm not even going to deny it anymore. I'm just going to embrace it. I'm going to get him a vest. I'm going to get an ID. And embrace it. Just because I'm broken doesn't mean I'm stupid or ignorant. Shut up! No! I don't know what is wrong with you. I think you're going senile. Are you going senile? It's just going to be slept. We make a pair, don't we? And I'm worried about that thing on his eye. I'm going to have to ask when we go back, the eye doctor, if that thing is dangerous. But I can't have him remove it because I have to have my local vet remove it just like before, I don't know what I'm supposed to do anymore. Anyway, we slept all day long, so I'm over. And we make a pair, huh? And we sleep. You love to sleep, and Mama loves to sleep. You love to sleep. Shut up. Are you going senile? What's wrong? You've eaten a lot today. I don't know what's wrong with you. You're like a crying baby. A parent doesn't know what's wrong, but the baby wants to cry. Shut up. Shut up. Yeah, I'm broken. I went out karaoke. I didn't really enjoy myself. I didn't go to the sing, but no, lie down. I didn't really enjoy myself. I didn't want to do it. We're supposed to have record-breaking weather here this weekend, which will be nice. But now that I can't believe I reached my 50s and didn't know that bugs. I thought they'd die. I thought they'd die in the winter. Not that they hibernate. Then 2 days ago, I was in shock because there was a friggin' mosquito on my closet door. and I created a video, then I'm going to do video within a video, but I didn't release it, and then I had somebody, Sergi Epic or something, on another video that I created before, the night before, right, what about the mosquito, and that makes me think that that person is accessing my private videos, because it had never been public. There's 0 views, it had never been public. So, I don't know. Whatever. I'm just... Oh, are you mad just because I'm talking? Are you mad at me talking? I have to... I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't know what's wrong. You just ate, Omar. You just ate. You're all fattened up. You're all fattened up. You were at 17.6 last time you were there. You're all fattened up. And you're not, you hardly walk. I can't really walk. I'm in the bitter cold. I got that scare that time we had the rugs down. Remember? Shut up. Shut up. Slept all day. I was hungover, but not as bad as I've been before. It really just depends on what you eat. As long as you eat and drink, well, if you eat and drink enough, it'll be tolerable hangover, not the kind that doesn't go away even when you lie down, the throbbing kind that makes you just hate yourself and vow to never drink again, which never works. For the record, not that it matters, not that it means shit, but when I stayed with Joe in 2013, for those 3+ months, a little over 3 months, I didn't drink, didn't think about drinking, didn't miss drinking, didn't want to drink. So think about that for a moment, okay? Because it was peace, and it was structure, and it was, he burns nice incense in the house is clean, the house is not, this house probably has mold coming through the walls, everything's falling apart, the kitchen is falling apart, the molding, we know water's gone down in there, the bottom's falling, oh, and Selena was right about the refrigerator, it's leaking. She says that that's not going to go away. I spent 5 hours cleaning that a couple months ago, 5 hours nonstop, and it's already showing again. In 5 hours, because I had to take everything out of the refrigerator so I could even move the refrigerator. Can't move the stove. The stove is where that mouse lived. So I had my mom not pay almost $1,000 to do the whole thorough cleaning and spraying and whatever, but I said to my mom the other day, should we just start using the oven and not care that the mouse was living in there? She's like, yep. Forget about it, just don't care. I read horror stories about self-cleaning. Selena's like, just self-clean the oven, and it's no big deal. And then I go online, it is a big deal. A lot of people think you shouldn't do it, particularly with electric stoves that have all these secret wirings and stuff. They say there's been fires, there's been this, been that from self-cleaning, and we don't have the option to steam clean. I don't know what to do about anything anymore. I'm plagued by this thing with this contract. I just want that over with, and it just never ends. Just like the Walmart TV fiasco never ends. The contractor thing where she promises me we talk, and she's all nice and gung-ho and this, that, or whatever, and then she says, call me. And if you don't, no, I'm sorry, I will call you by this day, and if you don't hear from me, you call me, and I call her, and she doesn't get back to me. What the fuck is she doing to me? Everyone's doing everything to me. I can't take it. Can't take it. Can't take it. I went out, did not really enjoy myself all that much, to tell the truth. Everything's getting old, everything. I probably enjoyed the video I created ahead of time in this house, because my mom went out and I had the house to myself. And I had been drinking a little bit, so I probably enjoyed, and I didn't have to worry about her being in the bedroom and waking up, A lot of times, I remember when I drink, I'm trying to create a video, but my mom could wake up at any moment. because I'm not really free. I knew she was gone. When she'd gone to see a movie, I was free, and I enjoyed that freedom of creating that kind of video where I was a little bit intoxicated, and I knew that nobody was going to interrupt me, and, you know, probably enjoyed that more than I enjoyed going out. I know the truth. I know the truth. And I'm excited because I got a new broom. We needed a broom. My mom used our good broom to sweep the deck where Oma goes to the bathroom, and that was just, I told you my mom doesn't always have the highest level of common sense. And I got a Libman broom, and it's made in the USA, and made from, the bristles are made from recycled water bottle. And I'm excited. Because when the client or people would come and I swept all these rugs with a friggin' baby broom that's falling apart, one of those tiny ones, and it's all falling apart, the handle's coming off, and it's awful. It's like, I had to do something now, because you can't just vacuum when you have to sweep when you have pets and you have hair, and my mom and I both have long hair, and just hair, and Omar's hair, and, you know. And there you have it. That's going to end. I'm going to put Young Shopping on for her. This is giving me some time to have, I don't have to worry about her. It's not going to end yet. In a couple minutes. Yeah, I went out. Didn't not really enjoy myself. My mom was like, because I wasn't there. Not exactly, Mom. It's because I'm there alone. It's not because you're not there. It's all just getting old. Everything's getting old, including me. We were watching on this tonight, and we heard, and they're gonna have the index, and then an acclaimed drummer died. And my mom's like, "Who was that?" I'm like, "I don't know," but I'm saying to myself, "I bet you I do know what band it was from," and I was right. It's a drummer from Rush, and I used to listen to Rush. So. I'm not crazy about Rush. I was never crazy about Rush, but there were some songs that I liked. You know? But even if it was a band I wasn't crazy about, chances are I'd heard of the band, and I was right. The acclaimed drummer was from Rush. I don't know his name, but he died at 67 from 3 years. After battling brain cancer for 3 years. Speaking of that, I was thinking, since it's all hypothetical, it's not going to happen, but if I could have anything for me, anything at all in this world, I think I would choose to not fear death. Now, if I could have anything that involved other people, obviously it'd be world peace or end of this, or you know what I mean, but it could only be for me. It would be to not fear death. Nobody gets out alive. No matter how afraid you are. I've read books, you know. Donald's tape from a lifetime ago. I knew what she was saying the moment I said, "Don't fear death, don't fear anything." It's all rather sad anyway. And little girl's never going to die because she has her own website. And she has someone who actually cares about that thing pouncing up and down on the stair climber to get that hot little mantis body. Yeah. And you were supposed to be my soulmate, and you instead were a monster. In disguise.